Back out here on these highways and hedges in pure power, I'm going to face the east and give all glory and honor to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ruach Kodash. Yahweh being the true name and the only name in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, or the holy tongue, for who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai being the true name and the only name in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, or the holy tongue, for who the world ignorantly and incorrectly calls Jesus Christ. Let you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negroid and indigenous descent, through the lineage of your fathers, know you are the true children of Israel. Yasharal in the Paleo Hebrew, meaning he, prince of the power. I want to give a shalom and a great trumpet blowing to all the beautiful brothers and sisters who are returning to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai here in this time. You Akim and you Akwaf, you brothers and sisters who are returning to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth, I want to greet you a great shalom, man, and may the Lord be with you. And when the other 17 nations that are outside of Yasharallah are reading the Bible, what are they truly reading? They are reading your history. So it's your brother, Amawan Yasharallah, back out here another day, another time, another opportunity to bring out the true words of the Heavenly Father in truth and sincerity, and in spirit and in truth, man. Breaking down the words of the Heavenly Father here in this time for our people to do what? To come up out of this dead state, to come up to be resurrected as your big brother was, man. With you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, your big brother is who the world will ignorantly and incorrectly call Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai, man. And once again, man, the scriptures talk about love and not sleep. As we down here today, we get to see what? That our people are still asleep, man. You know, you have the I guess this is the Q dogs. I don't know how to really pronounce it. This what do they call it? This fraternity, man. The Kappas or whatever. I don't know what they call, man. I don't really know. And no disrespect to them, man, but they down here what? Congregating. You know, you got supposedly gonna be 100,000 Jakes down here, man, coming to do what? Congregate and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to my brother, King Servant Yahweh Shai, man. May the Lord continue to bless you in your household and continue to show his power through you, man. Yeah, you got supposedly 100,000 Jakes down here, man, with purple and gold on, man. Not understanding that purple and gold goes into royalty, man. The true purple and gold comes to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you coming back to it. Matter of fact, let's start right here. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. And we're going to start at the 4th chapter. Proverbs chapter 4. Salakia. Proverbs chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 5. Proverbs 4 and 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth, man. So this is what we ought to be doing, man. You get wisdom through the understanding of this word, man, and not declining from the words of the Heavenly Father's mouth, which is the scriptures rightly divided, man, right? So our people, have to come back and come up out of that dead, sleepy state by doing what? Gaining wisdom through understanding the words of the Lord's mouth. And how would the Lord deliver his words? He would deliver his words through his men, man. He will have men out here. Matter of fact, let's go right here real quick and we'll come back. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23. And verse, I'm going to start at the top. Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh. So woe or goes into destruction. So it's a destruction that's coming upon all those pastors, mainly, and I don't want to say mainly, but a lot of them have to do with what you would call your Christian pastors, your religious pastors, man. Well, guess what, man? Destruction is coming to them, man. For doing what? Scattering our people. And what does that scattering look like? You see it right now going up and down the street, man. Jake came past. Brothers is just walking they cross the street to go the other way, because ultimately what I'm talking about ain't really nothing. They don't want to hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? Through these pastors, you have been taught lies, and falsehood, man. And the scriptures tell you, let me get this real quick and I'll come right back. Let's go to Psalm chapter 40. Psalm chapter 40 and verse, let me see. Psalm chapter 40, and I'm going to start at I'm going straight to the point in verse 3. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it and fear and shall trust in the Lord Yahweh. So ultimately, man, our people going to see the power of the Lord and they're going to really start fearing. Right now, there's no fear on our people. We walk around, in that dead state, not understanding what you see going on in the so-called Middle East, Iran, and the United States of America. Well, that's biblical, man. All this is a precursor to the things y'all can come on through, no problem. All these things are a precursor to what? The kingdom of heaven, man, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will be on top right here on earth. You're not going to levitate up into the sky, man, and float around with the people that were shitting on you and taught you these lies and taught you this falsehood. Let's continue. Psalm chapter 40, and I'm going to read 3 again. And he had put a new song in my mouth. That new song is this word being reintroduced to you, getting that wisdom back, that understanding that we was reading about in Proverbs, the 4th chapter, in the 5th verse. And he had put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it in fear and shall trust in the Lord Yahweh. So when the Lord start really jumping up and down out here, our people going to see these things and then they going to fear. And people are going to be what? Seeking the Lord while he may be found. Verse 4 is the point though. Blessed is the man that maketh the Lord his trust and respecteth not the proud. The proud will be the so-called white man. Esau, Edom first and foremost. And you and 2/3 of our people who have taken on those ideologies in the ways of this world that will make you proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. So it's a blessing for you not to turn aside or take heed to lies. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get one more and then we're gonna go back to Jeremiah. Proverbs chapter 17, and I'm gonna start at 3. The finding pot is for the silver and furnace for gold, but the Lord Yahweh trieth the heart. So that's what the Lord is doing, trying your heart, your mind, seeing what type of inner man that you are, right? What's going on, brothers? All right, good to see y'all. All right, man. Verse 4, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. So wicked people give ear to what? False lips or falsehood, or turn aside the lies. Call like him like Yahweh Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakudah. So now let's go back to the book of Jeremiah, and then we're going back to Proverbs, the 4th chapter. Jeremiah chapter 23 and 1 again. Woe or destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord Yahweh, man. So at the end of the day, when you read the book of Jeremiah, you understand that the Lord was talking about Judah, man. He was really talking about Judah, which would be you so-called Negroes here in Babylon, man. And these men knew the law. These men knew the names of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They wasn't doing right. They was feeding our people the food that wasn't convenient for them, man. See? Let's continue. Verse 3, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be